Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. And we're on. We only have one webcam, so bear with us. But welcome to the dungeon. I'm going to hand everything off to Al, our dungeon master for the evening. We have some side characters hanging around, namely Corey and Schlandrew. They are not playing, they are just here for support. Al, take it away.
Hi, I'm Al. I'm the Dungeon Master tonight.
Hi, name is Nye, also known as Oblivion as Nye. Good to see you all.
I am Andrew.
I'm Gabriel. You can also follow me at DarkwaveYDG on Twitter.
Okay, so we're basically going to start this out like in media res. Party already knows each other, and if you'd like to just briefly describe your character, go ahead.
I'll be playing our cleric for the night, cleric of Palor with Light, Gwyn, Child of the Sun.
I'm gonna be fighter, battlemaster, dwarf, named more Goblin Bane.
I'm Zixandar Genray, or Zix for short, Dark Elf Rogue.
Great. So basically, for a while now, you guys have been working out of your hometown of Greenhill, and things have gotten kind of slow there, and recently the town to the east, known as Ironburg, credit to Morgan, has recently opened up a new mine that has been booming with activity and resources. But not the ones they thought they would find. They dug a little too deep and uncovered something they did not expect. A pair of double doors that led into a larger, what appears to be a dungeon. And over the past few weeks, there have been a few different adventuring groups that have delved into this dungeon, and none have come out as of yet. You were sent word of this, as you're pretty well known around your hometown, and they are requesting that you come take a look at this. It's a great way for you guys to gain some renown, and this is kind of like your big shot to break into the world. So, you traveled to Ironburg, geared up for this adventure, and you stand at the double doors and the end of the mine shaft. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess it's my usual job, and I'll take point. Risking my neck for the likes of you two. As long as there's coin in it.
You want me to knock?
No. Not again. Not after last time.
What happened last time, Gabriel?
We don't talk about it.
No?
There were 4 members.
That's all you need to say.
Yes?
I'm going to keep my eye open for traps as I go through, and that's first roll of the night, nat 20.
Nice.
So with my investigation, that is 29.
Okay. So you guys push through the double doors. They open fairly easily. No locks, no traps. It looks like the last adventurers just kind of closed them on their way through just so that nothing would come back through. And looking around the room, it's dimly lit by a couple of torches that were like casually just like shoved into the ground. It looks like this is mostly like cobblestone dirt floor.
Okay.
So there are a couple torches like wedged into the floor, illuminating a pretty much empty room. There are 3 doors, one to the left, one to the front, and one to the right. And there are 2 what look like broken chests in the corners. All the doors are closed.
Well, it looks like someone already found some of the loot. Maybe we'll find it on them. At least.
Say hello, Naomi.
Hello.
Thanks, guys.
We should move on quickly then, if there's nothing of value here.
Yeah, I suppose. I'll keep poking forward.
Left, right, or straight?
How about dead ahead?
Dead ahead? Alright.
Dead ahead.
So you move up to the door that is right in front of you
Mhm.
and check around it for traps.
Yes, indeed, I do.
Okay.
Still pretty good. I can do math. 27.
27. You check around the door, and it appears that this one has also been gone through recently. It's actually slightly ajar, and you can just push it open.
I will do so cautiously
Cautiously.
and
Okay.
as quietly as possible.
Roll stealth.
Kicking in the door.
17.
Pretty good. So you slowly open the door and kind of peek around the room. Are you human?
Oh, I'm a dark elf. I have a
Okay.
120-foot dark.
Great. Just a quick aside. Does anyone not have dark vision?
I don't.
You don't have dark vision. It's very dark in the next room. So what you see is a 15 by 15 foot room. Perfectly square. You're entering the middle of the back wall. There is a door in the upper left-hand corner and a door in the upper right-hand corner facing you. The one in the left-hand corner is facing that way. Well, yeah, to the side.
Oh.
And it doesn't really appear to be anything in here. It looks like there's a bunch of scuff marks where maybe someone made a camp at some point, but it's pretty much empty.
Do either of the doors appear as though they have been used and opened?
It looks like maybe the one to the right and forward looks like it's been opened recently, because there's just this big chunk missing out of the wall, like right next to where the door hinge was. It looks like someone maybe tried to pick it and just said, nah, crunch.
Amateurs.
Yeah.
I mean, back up the door I entered through. Like, 2 doors. One's been busted open. Bunch of scrubs.
My style.
Exactly. And there's one that hasn't seemed to be open yet, but nothing else in the room.
Well, that's the first unopened door we've seen. We should go that way then.
Sounds like a plan.
Do we need light?
I don't.
I know the two of you don't, but I'll need it to see.
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here.
Alright, I'm going to use the light cantrip on my shield.
Okay.
Right.
You're only sensitive to sunlight.
Yeah,
right?
specifically sunlight.
Specifically sunlight. Okay.
My eyes!
Eyes!
So happy we're not high enough over to cast that.
I can cast that.
Don't. For the love of all that is holy.
I didn't prepare it, don't worry.
Thank
The
God.
love of all
I know
those
who I work
darkness.
with.
I'll waltz right in.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So, you move up to the door on the left then,
Yes.
which is facing to the left.
Checking for traps.
Check for traps.
Nat 20.
That's awesome.
You find no
That's
traps. You don't find any traps. And you
Witnesses.
look thoroughly.
Someone has
What
to
about
do it.
locks?
It is definitely locked.
Alright. Get the tools out.
Mhm.
Which I have expertise on. Because I know what I'm doing. 15. Much less good roll.
Not bad. It's enough. You finagle with it a little bit, and you were like, well, this is a little harder than I thought it would be, but it clicks open for you, and it swings open.
Alright. I poke my head through.
You can see down, all the way down the hall, actually, because you're a dark elf. Crap, I lost my spot. Okay, well. So it's a 60-foot hallway, and about 40 feet down, it branches off to the left and right. And at the very end of the 60-foot hallway is another door.
Well, comes to a T intersection at the end of the hallway, about 60 feet, and there's a door in the middle of it. So we can bank left or right, or go dead ahead.
Well, you should at least go to the intersection, see what's down each side, and if it just ends in more doors, we can pick a direction from there.
Alright. Make sure there isn't anything hinky along the way.
Mm.
Trap check. 18.
18?
I roll suck.
So you guys move about 30 feet. Make me a dex check.
I have dungeon delver. Is this a save versus a trap?
Mhm.
Then I have advantage.
Not that you needed it, my god.
27.
So you go, what did I say, 30 feet? Wait, 10, 15,
Sorry, I
20.
can't do math. I
30.
was looking at the wrong number. It's
Yeah.
24.
Okay. So you go the 30 feet, and you immediately, you're used to this,
Yep.
delved into dungeons before. You feel the ground shift beneath your feet, and you just in time leap to the other side as this big 5-foot square pit just down. And you hear,
Well, that would have sucked.
yes.
I think your family's down there.
Ha ha ha. Says the dwarf. Alright. How wide was this hallway?
It's 5 feet wide.
Alright, so it's like blocking off all now.
Yes. It's completely across the hallway. You're on the other side of it, but they're back where you came from.
Well, shit.
I think you can make the jump.
So you officially split the party.
Let's watch a dwarf jump. It should be fun.
Sounds good. We'll run
Toss
and
me.
jump.
Don't tell the elf.
Oh, great. So that is a 13. Oh, sorry.
Oh boy.
12.
12.
Better.
Even better. All right.
5-foot jump.
So,
Can't
Dwarf's
save
like,
you from a fall, but I can bring you back afterwards.
Dwarf's like, okay, I totally got this. And he takes a few steps back, gets a running start, and kind of like trips a little bit on his way to like jump, and just barely misses the foothold. And if you want to roll a dex check to try and grab him, you can try.
I'm kind of picturing the cat videos where they jump and misjudge the distance. They're like,
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
That was a dex check.
Mhm.
Flat dex or dex save?
Dex check.
Check. All right, it's an 18.
It's an 18?
Yeah.
So you managed to grab his arm, and now you can make a strength check to try and hold on to him.
This
as
is the part
he
where you die.
falls. As you like grab his arm, and then he falls down the pit, and you have to try and hang on to him.
4. I have a -1 modifier. Rolled a 5.
Okay, but it wasn't in that one.
No.
That was fast.
So
That's
you
great.
grab him, and oh my god, is he heavy? And he just
I told you not to
slips
eat.
out of
so
your
much.
hand.
Oops.
The damn bacon!
Andrew, you take 10 damage
Yay!
I dropped the dwarf.
because this is a very
I
deep
saw.
pit. So you hear.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's dead. We should go.
Your family's not down here.
well, he's obviously a ghost if he's already gone, but I think maybe we should drop a rope just in case.
Yeah. All right. I reach into my Dungeoneer's pack and just
How many feet of rope is that?
50.
50? Okay, great. It's a 30-foot drop. So.
I drop purposely the bulk of it on his head.
Okay.
I hold the
20
very
feet.
end of it and just
20 feet of rope just drops on your head.
Thank you!
But, I mean, there's a rope.
Climb on
Are you
up.
going to try and tie it off on something, or are you going to try and haul him up?
Is there anything to tie it off to?
Make an investigation check.
Is there enough room that I can try and jump over and land
Oh, yeah,
on them?
definitely.
Without knocking them away?
No! It's
Maybe.
a 5-foot wide hallway. So, unless you're a very skinny dark elf.
I'm a dark elf. I'm very skinny by nature.
That's true, that's true.
Also,
I'll give you...
I look over and I go, back up a bit and
Okay.
hold a moment before tying the rope off. I can hold it better than you if I can make it over.
I rolled a 16, by the way.
the 16 to hold it?
No, to find that.
Oh, to find something. Okay,
Yeah,
yep.
so I'll
So
back
at the
up
same
5
time,
feet.
you're jumping.
Well, I told him to back up a step. If he doesn't back up, I'm not going to jump.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that he's backing up because he's investigating where
Oh,
you
okay.
put the rope.
And I was
So
gonna back up.
athletics check.
Yep.
Really? That is an 8 because it did that and then fell back before. I'm so screwed.
So, Naomi's character,
In my scale mail.
in
just
her
gone.
scale mail, like, backs up and is
Oh, no.
so ready to take on this
I'm gonna
jump,
get hurt.
runs forward, and catches her foot on the edge of the pit instead of, like, right before it.
Look
and
out
just,
below!
Like, goes,
It's a 5-foot wide pit. There's nowhere to look out.
I know.
so you take 11 damage,
We're going to die to the
and
pit.
you
before we
take
get-
another 2 because
my
she falls
goodness.
on top of you.
We're going to die to pit before we get to any monsters. This is beautiful.
I'm so happy.
How did we get this far?
You, meanwhile, are like, oh, cool, I found this little spot where, like, this rock is jutting out and it would be a perfect anchor, and then you look back and but neither of your friends are there.
I look back just now and do.
This really
You
continues
just hear,
the trend of our
and you look
parties
back and there's
constantly
no one
falling in
there.
holes. Do you?
And you hear, oh!
Like the last time we had a pit in a game, like 2 members of the party died trying to cross it.
Hits are just your nemesis.
They are.
Then they remake them in 3D.
I tied off the rope.
I died off the
I'm
rope.
heavier than you should probably climb up
Yeah,
first.
that's probably for the best.
Probably a good idea. So you can make an athletics check, or you can just take your time and climb it.
14.
Okay. You're doing pretty well. Climbing up the side of the wall. You make it up.
I'm gonna take my time.
You're gonna take a 10 and just take your time
Clink,
going up. You guys have to wait a little while,
clank.
but he eventually does get
I'm just
back up with
arms
his short
crossed,
legs.
tapping my foot with it.
Us dwarves don't like heights.
I noticed.
Okay. So, now that you're on the other side of the pit, you have left, right, and straight to go for. If you look down the left passage, there is a door to the end of it, about 30 feet down. And to the right, it looks like there's 50 feet. No, I didn't count ahead of time. That's why it's all on graph paper. So, 30 feet ahead, it looks like it banks off to the right. And then 50 feet ahead, from the same area, there's a door to the right. So you have doors to the left, right, and straight. And also a hallway to the right.
So the one that's straight where it's like on the wall, we're standing right in front of it now. Correct?
No.
No.
You're on the other side of the pit, and
Yep.
you're standing in the cross section.
Okay, yeah.
So ahead of you, 20 feet, is
Okay.
another door.
So there's a like 20-foot indent in the door.
Yeah, it's a four-way cross section.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
Might as
It
well
looks
continue
like
straight.
none of these doors are like touched at all.
We're gonna have to hope we can find a way to loop back around so we don't have to jump in the pit again later.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Well, pick a door. I'll poke at it.
Oh, I'm
Hope I
sorry.
don't
There's also
die.
another pathway down the left side. But yeah,
Straight first, I think.
Pick a
Continue
direction.
forging
One
straight
in the
ahead.
front.
All right, straight ahead.
all right. You move straight ahead
20, not natural.
to look for traps on the floor.
Yes.
You don't find any. You make it to the door safely.
Oh, now inspect the door.
It is certainly a door.
25.
Do you want to know how much the door is worth?
Yes.
We're not doing this again.
That, we're always doing that. It never ends.
One time I described a door as looking valuable. One time.
It would probably be worth 5 gold if you could get out of here. That's pretty nice.
I like.
It's
gold.
very solid, made of mahogany.
I make a mental note.
Mahogany.
If
Yeah.
there's something worth coin anywhere, a mental note.
Mental note. Tensor splitting disc.
Kind of rogue I
It's
am.
for doors. Anyway, you inspect the door,
Mhm.
and it does not appear to be trapped. It is certainly locked.
Picky. 27.
You open the lock, and the door swings open. You fall down a pit.
Really?
Everybody
Really?
gets one. Alright, yeah, so.
So you open up the, now I'm going to count this again. 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's like a 20 feet back and about 20 feet in either direction.
Right.
So it's like a rectangular room. And it has a series of bunk beds in it that look pretty old. Like moth-eaten. There's a few chests sitting in front of them. It looks like they might have personal belongings. But for the most part, this place is just full of dust and rats.
It's an old barracks. Some foot lockers. Do we want to crack them open?
Why not?
Might have something of value.
Fun.
Fun.
Alright, I will.
So there are 4 in total.
Okay, I'm gonna go one by one, going through 'em.
Left to right.
Yeah.
Okay. You go up to the first one, and are you checking it?
Oh yeah, always.
Okay.
Always
You were
check
so
the trends.
hoping.
It's so hopeful.
16.
16? Okay. Yeah, you throw the lid open. It's not lacked. It's not lacked or troped.
It's not lacked or troped.
It's not locked or trapped. It does
Alright.
none of those things.
Lacked or troped.
And you
Good
flip it open, and it's empty. It's just a
Well,
box.
shit. I would like to check it for a false bottom.
Okay.
13.
13.
11
You
plus 10.
knock along the bottom, and you're like, oh, there's definitely a false bottom in this. And you, like, kind of lift up one of the boards, and it just snaps off, and you're like, oh, never mind.
It's just
Whoops.
shit.
It's just really badly made.
Really shoddy construction. Got it.
It looks like they did that stupid thing where they, like, made the whole thing come down, and then the top is, like, the bottom is, like, up a little bit. Like they do with IKEA shelves. Exactly. Triggered! Exactly.
I have an issue with building desks.
But if you feel like-
Alright, so I
IKEA
will...
staples do that too.
Fucking staples. I will then move to the next one.
Okay, you move to the next one.
14.
Again, you don't find anything. Open it up, and you find a small pouch.
What's inside of it?
3 gold.
Happy to donate.
Yep.
Good cause.
Where's my money? Here's my money.
Good.
I found some money.
And it appears the pouch is, like, surprisingly intact for how moth-eaten and everything else is.
I put my hand in the pouch.
Okay. Find the bottom.
Mom and Dad, thank you for the $15 donation. Happy to donate. Great cause. Thank you.
Yay.
How big is it? Is it the normal pouch?
It's just
size?
like a little pouch, like a
Oh.
coin purse.
Pouch is in surprisingly good shape. You do magic, and I throw the bag at the cleric.
Even though it's empty.
Yeah.
It just kind of. And then I reach down and like set my mace down and pick it up
Pick
and
it
go.
up.
I don't do arcane magic.
Said we should hire a wizard. See, the universe agrees.
We can have it checked when we get back
That
to
was
town.
Bag X from Beyond the Grave.
Exactly. Like, you don't have a magic user! Foams at the mouth.
We can have it checked when we're done clearing the dungeon.
Yeah, I guess. Alright. Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
That one. 11.
Fireball.
Face to
Hey, it's a skill check. Critical fails don't
Shadow
count.
cheered one bit and said, "Is it a jackal?"
So you
No,
go to the
not a
third one.
jackal.
And you're like, okay, these all have been fine.
Right.
So you just flip it open, and nothing happens.
Wonderful. Anything inside?
I have faith in you.
Alright.
No, nothing's inside. It's pretty empty.
I give a swift kick. I'm getting a little frustrated.
You break through it. It's pretty old.
Number 4. Please be worth something.
Now you have a million foot splitters.
21.
21. Not locked. Not trapped. Flip it open. And you find another similar pouch.
Made from jackal
Hmm.
hide.
Turn that one upside down.
Right.
And you just keep going and going and going until your arm's like up to here. And you can feel all these coins in there.
I could cry.
I believe the word is jackpot.
Oh, yes. I don't know
Jackpot.
how much is in it, but I'm pretty sure this is one of those
Jackpot.
bag of holdings I've been hearing about. Probably have one of these by now.
Well, we do.
Now we do.
You know what I mean! Snarky ass cleric. The dwarf. How much money is in this bag?
You'd have to take time to count it.
We'll figure it out later.
There's a lot of money in here.
There is a lot of money in
I'm
there.
just gonna mark down that we have a
You
bag.
can't
of
just
holdings.
like eyeball it and be like, I'd say, given the dimensions of this bag,
It's at least 3.
it's
Bag?
at least 3.
It
You're
is at
correct.
least 3.
You're
Oh.
correct. It is at least 3.
hoarding.
With at least 3 gold in it.
That's or monies.
Let's try the door that goes back towards the direction of the entrance next. Maybe we can loop back around and find another way out of here so we aren't trapped by that pit.
Yeah, I guess. You and your sensible decisions.
So you guys traveled back
This
down
is
the
a nice
hallway
hallway.
to the
Good stonework.
4-way cross section, and you're going to turn right.
Yes.
Okay.
16.
16. You're getting along pretty well. Doesn't seem like anything's happening. About 20 feet down, it turns to the left or continues going straight.
Well, we're trying to bank around, right?
Yeah, we're trying to see if we can get back to the entrance since we don't want to jump over the pit again.
So from
By your
so banking left then.
right. It looks like that would probably lead back, but I mean, you can't be sure.
Yeah. Circle back, just be sure. 14.
Yeah, you move down the hallway, and at the end, the door opens easily into the room that you started in.
Look, safety.
And then you see to the right, the double door.
Back the opposite direction to the other untouched door then.
Yes, massa.
It's Mesa, right away, Mesa.
Okay,
Okay,
wait
so
for
you're
that.
going,
Back. All right, yeah, we'll go back.
and you're going to the one that you just forgot. Forgot.
Avoided.
You avoided.
The one we skipped to bank left for.
Okay. So you go straight and then left. Yeah.
19.
You check out this door, and immediately you can tell it's definitely trapped. Definitely locked.
Amateurs. What? I found it easy enough.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to try and disarm it.
I'm gonna. 25.
Yeah, nice.
Kaboom.
So you look and you're like,
Boom!
And
Look,
that's
guys,
the end of the
I'm a
room.
pro.
There he goes.
Then you turn inside out. I won't feel so good.
You don't need all of
As
that.
I'm
Mr.
casting
Stark, I
Reveal,
don't
how many
feel
times
so
has it been?
good.
37.
Too soon.
Anyway.
Anyway. You look at it and you're like, I've seen this before. This is a simple poison dart trap. So you find the mechanism, clip the wire, it won't go off.
Can I take the darts out of it?
You can try.
I do so.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll a dex check.
Just flat dex?
You can roll proficiencies if you're using your thieves' tools.
Always. If I'm using thieves' tools, 16.
16. You
The
get
roll
3 darts,
And they're poisoned.
and they are poisoned.
Split.
1d4 plus 1.
Split.
But if they hit you, they do 1d10.
Why?
Specifically adventurers, they do 1d10.
Darts of Adventurer's Bane.
Yeah,
So-
that's exactly what I was going to say, actually.
So it's the normal 1d4 dart damage and plus 1 poison damage?
That is correct. The door is still locked.
I will now try to unlock it.
Will
Well, that's cocked.
Really
Pencil
badly.
wielded.
Actually, it was hilarious.
That could have been a nat 20. Instead, it was the other thing it could have been, an 8. So, with my plus 10,
Oh, yeah,
it's
because they're like right next to each other.
with my plus 10, it's an 18.
Okay. You take your time with the lock, and it does eventually open for you. It was a little difficult, but you made it through. And you click it open the door. Are you trying to move stealthily?
Always.
Who rolls stealth?
With advantage, because I got my cloak of
Nothing
Elven.
ever goes wrong with
The real
Dungeon
question-
Master says.
The real
Roll
question is,
stealth.
are we rolling stealth?
Are you rolling for stealth?
Oh no.
You guys
Please
are-
tell me you're giving me some scouting
I mean,
space.
I'm like at least 10
You're-
feedback minimum.
Yeah.
Your parents said, Al will appreciate this. When is a door not a door?
When it's a jar.
When it's a jar.
Jar.
You see, it runs in the family.
It does.
I got a 26!
Nobody runs in my family. That's why we're all a little out of weight. Overweight. a
Out
little out of
weight.
shape. I was going for out of shape and overweight at the same time.
Don't you want to be out of weight?
We're plenty of weight. We're not out of it.
completely. Not completely out of weight. We need
I am
some
in the
weight.
weight.
Thank you for that wonderful joke.
Unweight.
Anyways.
Anyways, 26 you say.
Yes.
Quite nice. Do they see?
Quit filming that, Corey.
I'm
You're
recording,
giving away
Corey.
secrets.
What do my dark elf eyes see?
Your dark elf eyes see pretty much everything. So you look into this very, very dark, like it's pitch black in here. And it's a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Duke Papa says my nose is running. You might want to catch it before it runs away.
It's a 35 by 15 foot room. Very oddly shaped room.
Wait.
With jail cells all the way around. And you can see 3 figures floating in 3 of the different cells. Very spooky.
Ooh.
If you want to roll Arcana, you can try and tell what they are.
Sure. I'm assuming they're ghosts
Well,
because I'm your average peasant and
peasants.
it looks like ghosts. That's an 11.
Yeah, it's ghosts.
I'm just gonna like putter backwards towards the group. There are ghosts in that room.
It's me.
How many?
Sorry.
That's a
Spoiler
fair
alert,
amount
it's
of
Corey.
ghosts. We should probably avoid fighting ethereal spirits.
I guess so.
I mean, not that it would be impossible, but it would be more difficult than necessary.
Was there another door on the other side of the room, or was it just like a jail cell?
All you could see in there was the jail cells, the ghosts, a few remains, and what looked like a locked up chest in the corner.
So we have to fight those ghosts.
Yeah, about... I can keep them distracted, maybe, for a little while. If you can be quick about whatever it is you need in that room.
Well, there's a chest in there.
Can you
Behind
get it
a
within a
locked door.
minute?
Theoretically,
Do you want to take that risk?
yes.
Okay. How close together were these ghosts?
Oh, the room had jail cells in it, and each
So-
one was in a different cell around the room.
There were 5 feet between each one.
I'll go in first, draw their attention, and then do my best to hold them at bay. You're gonna have to sneak by and hope they don't notice you, because I can't stop them from going after you. I can only stop them from going after me.
It'll be fine.
It'll be
It'll be fine.
just fine.
I'll try to position myself between you and them so that they stay away.
So we're going
Can't
in.
you do that turn undead thing you do?
Yeah, that doesn't stop them from going after other people that are outside of the radius of my holy protection.
Yeah, well.
While you all have been fighting.
Snapchat, Halloween, TikTok, though.
Head in first, quietly as you can. Head for the chest. I'll position myself between you and them,
What's that?
and do my best to keep them away from you. That's the best I've got.
Okay. I'm gonna try and stealth myself back in there and head towards the chest.
Okay.
25.
Very nice. You slip back into the room, and the ghosts seem unperturbed.
Okay.
You slip over towards the corner cell, which is right next to the ghosts.
After he... Once I see him, like, slip by without them going to attack, I will start making my way into the room, and since they're going to notice me the second I walk in, I've got a shield blazing with light, and I am not trying to be quiet.
That's fair.
I reach into my bag of tricks.
Can I position myself...
Oh no.
Can I position myself so that
Send
when
them
I
the
drive... If the ghosts fail their saves and I drive them away, that they will not be able to run towards him? Like, will he be within the radius of my 30-foot turn undead?
It's not a very big room. It's 30 feet by 15 feet.
Okay, so yeah, I can just be in one half the room and they'll have to crowd to the other side.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm gonna move as far as I can so that they'll have to crowd to like the far corner of the room. And hold up my holy symbol of Palor and activate turn undead. So they'll all have to make
So-
wisdom saves.
You're trying to move them away from you?
If they're within the 30-foot radius, it effectively they have to spend their turns trying to move as far away from me as possible, and they can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. They also cannot take any reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action to try to escape from me, or unless an effect prevents it from moving.
So you're basically coming right in behind him, and
Yeah.
going to the same side.
Effective, like so
And
that they'll have to
trying
crowd
to-
in the corner.
So they'll have to go over around or out the door towards your friend.
Unless he comes in with you.
I mean, he is the toughest person in the group, and it sandwiches them between us if that happens, so it could be worse. Also, they don't know he's there yet, as far as I know.
Oh.
So yeah, basically.
Okay.
So they'll have to make wisdom
What
saves.
are you doing, Andrew? Are you coming in with her, or are you just
guess
waiting in the
so.
hall with your goats?
Got a fancy shield. I'm gonna follow behind.
Fancy shield.
They're gonna come after us eventually, one way or the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have to make wisdom saves.
Okay. So you burst in. Do you want to start trying to undo
Yeah.
the lock?
They are DC 16.
I'm gonna check it for traps first.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
want to
check it
set
for
it
traps. So you check it for traps while you burst into the room with Andrew. You guys go to the side. You cast your thingy.
Turn undead.
Turn into.
Holy symbol aloft, glowing with divine light.
So first one, it was 16. You said.
yes.
First one fails. Second one fails. Third one fails.
So they have to crowd.
21.
Basically, they're stuck in the
21.
corner while we do this.
So you check around and it's not trapped. It is definitely locked. It's a lock that you don't think you've ever seen before.
It should be fun.
And the ghosts crowd over into a corner, trying to get away.
They're gonna come after us when this ends, one way or the other.
Can I pick it up?
The ghost?
The chest.
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
It is bolted to the floor.
Oh.
Ready your weapon, my friend. We're going to have to fight them eventually.
So I'm gonna attempt to pick that lock at 23.
23. Surprisingly, very surprisingly, you lucky shit. You take your time, as much as you can, and undo 3 separate locks, all woven together. And just as you think you're about to slip and mess the whole thing up, it clicks open, and the very ornate, strange padlock falls into your hands.
Yes.
Ornate, you say?
Yes, probably.
Praise it later.
Ornate
How much is this worth? Keeping that.
padlock.
Okay.
What?
And you unlatch the latches,
Yeah.
flip open the chest, and it's full of what looks like a bunch of short swords.
A bunch?
A
How much is a
bunch.
bunch?
Like, probably 20.
Bundled together, effectively. That's
Basically.
Put him in your bag.
It's like a bouquet of swords.
Are they in scabbards?
What are
They are.
Valentine's present?
Okay, good. So they won't punch a hole in the vortex I keep on my pocket.
Oh man, not
We
again.
all die.
And then we die.
That's what happens when you punch a hole in like holding. What condition do they look to be in?
Pristine.
Sun Sorcerer says yeet the ghost.
Eat the ghost!
That's kind of my next move, yeah.
I'm gonna roll another wisdom save for them.
It lasts for a minute and then it runs out. So if it's
Okay.
been more than a minute, my light will start to fade and they'll be able to move closer.
It is starting to fade.
As soon as it starts to fade, I'm going to start casting fireballs so I can fill their end of the room with it.
Okay.
Just for reference, as a thief,
Yes.
I have fast hands, so what would normally take time to do walks, I can do that in an action. So in a matter of
I know.
seconds, I can do this.
Yeah.
I know. it was a very
Yeah.
complicated lock.
Okay, so
I took that into account.
yeah. How many swords did you say it was?
20. 20 swords.
I'm gonna cram the 20 magic short swords into my bag of holding.
Oh, I didn't say they were magic.
They are not worn away, I'm
They are
assuming.
definitely not magic. Completely mundane weapons that lasted for thousands of years.
And I'm gonna start puttering my way back towards the door.
I mean, it's obvious that by the time that you're done, that I'm like in the middle of casting fireball. So as soon as I see you, I'm like, stay behind me.
I do so.
And they're all gonna have to make dex saves as the small bead flies out from the holy symbol and engulfs
Oh, my
that side
bad.
of the room.
What's the dex save? 16?
Me
Yeah.
block.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
start-
god.
I'm still
I
here.
literally rolled the. Oh, never mind. They rolled the same amount. So the first two failed their saves and take the fireball to the face. The third one slips through the wall
Nice. It's
and
me.
out into the hallway.
Cowards.
It's me.
It's a ghost.
It's me.
It's Kari.
Poopy.
So the two that take it take 23 fire damage.
Okay.
The one that I'm assuming pass its save takes half of that, so 11.
Great. That would be a great time to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
If we have to.
I figure that's a good way
If
to
I
start.
had one!
Good way to start the fight. Start it off with a bang.
Yeah, 20.
6.
6!
I designed this character not to go first, so she's doing her job.
Yeah, well, you're a cleric, so if you went first, there would be some problems.
Let me preemptively heal you
who do I
guys.
heal? Nobody's taking damage? Okay, Pat?
I mean, I did make her a blaster caster.
What is that?
So,
You
I'm
can't
sorry.
see.
How much did they take?
23 for the two
23,
that failed, 11 for the one that succeeded on its save. Assuming they could still be hurt by it in the wall, I'm not sure how that works.
What'd you get?
A 6.
6. Okay, so-
So it's gonna go this. This is how our initiative is gonna go.
16.
Dwarf is very initial.
24.
Yes.
Drop you off more stuff.
Okay, Gabriel, you're going first.
Of course.
What's a surprise?
What is the surprise? Of course I'm going first. I am far superior.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to knock an arrow.
Yep.
And I am going to hold my action until an ally is in combat with one of my enemies.
Okay. Interesting. Andrew?
I have my weapons ready with my hammer and my shield. And I
Alright.
walk over. Can I hit one? Are they
Sure.
like in cells? Or are they?
Well, they had to
Accessible.
crowd
No,
the corner
they
because of my
crowded
ability.
over into a corner. Well, technically they are in cells. Because the other side is cells.
Also cells.
Also, it wraps all the way around. So they are in cells.
I moved into melee, so I'm going to take my shot.
Okay.
Oh, he can't be in
He's-
melee if they're
he's not in melee
yeah.
because they're in,
in
cells.
cells.
They have... Technically they have half covered.
So it's
Or, like,
either
quarter
lure
cover.
them out of the cells or long
How
shot.
big are these cells? Can you not walk in the
They're
door?
like 5 feet by 5
Well, they're,
Oh.
they're
Or they're
closed,
locked,
presumably.
Are they shut?
Who knows?
I'm not even playing.
No, Corey, you're in the hallway.
Yeah.
Just
so-
walk over.
You face through the wall.
Have
Yeah,
my shield ready. I'm
fire.
ready. Waiting for them to come near me. Just knock on it. Come on! Knock on the
You
box.
knock on the door.
Ready,
It
ready,
swings
action.
open.
Oh, look at that!
Oh
I'm
my
walking in,
God.
I'm gonna smack.
Whack.
I'm gonna smack one.
Okay.
Now he's in melee.
Now use a melee.
What kind of smack is this? Can you describe the smack? Is it like a bitch slap? Or
Oh, it's a complete miss. I was too busy with the bars. I rolled a 4.
Papa Duke wants to know if they have cell phones.
the ghost?
In the cells.
Oh!
So
Look at him.
it was actually a 12.
A 12 to hit.
Who's Papa?
That actually hits.
Oh yay!
I got 18 hit.
That doesn't. No, it does hit.
What?
So
Sneak attack,
Just spend more
bitches.
time with little Papa.
9
9.
damage.
Okay.
It's gonna be again. Well, that's even
Lots of
better.
things do, I guess.
Worst sneak attack ever. 3d6, all ones.
Oh.
Fuck me. Alright.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. That hits. So you rolled 3.
No, that was just a sneak attack. So total of 13 damage.
And that's 7 damage.
Okay, you exactly take it out,
Sweet!
even with its resistance,
Take that, Ghosty.
because it's ethereal. Anyway,
Fine.
Do they have resistance
so
to
you,
magic weapons?
you like
It's terrifying.
smack on it, the arrow shoots through it, and you smack it again, and it just barely fades from existence. There is one left in the cell to the right of you, and one that is presumably in the hallway.
I'm gonna back up a little bit, give myself some space between those things, unless they have an attack of
So
opportunity.
you used... Yeah, you have a little movement left. You can move back.
So I back up.
Okay.
Just so we're
Just a little
squared with it.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it's the Ghosty's turn, because Naomi rolled very badly.
I rolled bad, but that was the point.
badly.
It's
Get
gonna
hurt.
be fine, guys.
Okay. So,
Indeed.
make
Actually,
a
let me do it.
charisma saving throw.
Uh-oh. Yay! 13.
You don't know how lucky you got. So, the ghost floats towards you, and it's like, it looks like it's about to float into you.
Who's there? What do you want? Get out. Fair enough. Bye.
Fair enough. Bye.
Fuck you. I love you, Cross.
You leaving?
Yes. Love you all.
Bye, friend.
Smurry, wave hello to the camera real quick. Tell everyone goodbye. Bye, Smurry.
Sorry.
Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you for coming by.
Sorry, I was powering up.
Anyway.
I wish I
Okay.
powered up more, because then I wouldn't have lost.
Bye, Doyle. Bye, Timmy.
Use your manners.
Sorry, we're saying goodbye to our friends who came by to help with the charity.
Okay, what's the word you use? Right. Let's try that again. And go by your mother.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Timmy.
Bye, Doyle.
Bye, Doyo.
So, 13's coming towards me.
So, okay. So it comes towards you, and just as it looks like it's about to phase into you, it phases just to the right of you. Like, you almost like feel it wash over you and just kind of like shake it off, like it's kind of like a nasty chill.
Swipe my shield at it.
It's like, no, get
Give it.
It's like a bad fart.
yeah, it's exactly like that.
Oh.
Okay, so that's its turn.
Okay.
Shadow, thank you for the 10 bits.
Some bits.
You see the ghost who was previously in the room circle back to the door and assesses the situation, moves to you.
That's fair.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Christmas?
Charisma.
You better than me. Nope.
It was not. 8. Cleric down.
So,
I rolled
Corey.
that.
this is exactly what we talked about.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah,
It's the me ghost?
it's the you ghost.
Wow! I'm so excited.
I based one ghost off of Corey.
Every time
Corey
he throws
ghost.
anything ethereal in the game, I die or get really messed up by it. So this is par for the course.
So, the ghost floats back towards the room, floats into the room, and seemingly floats into your friend. And your friend locks up for a second, and then her eyes glaze over with bright blue.
Oh, no.
Well, that's not good.
Blue blaze.
You can see everything that's happening, you just can't control your
my
body
Yep.
at all. I think that ends its turn for now. So,
My turn.
it's your turn, but you can't do anything.
Nope.
Oh, can I do something?
Yes.
Oh, sweet!
What would you like to do, Corey?
Does the ghost
What do you
access
what do you
my
have for some sweet fiery spells? What spell
what
were you
I was
going
about to
use?
do is Scorching Ray.
Okay, you're doing it at him now.
All of it, or can I? Because I can split it between them.
All of it at him.
All of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the shortest one shot in the history of Dungeons and Dragons.
That's 24 to hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that hits.
Naomi's like, I can't roll for shit until I'm hitting my allies.
Yeah, really.
That's 10 fire damage.
Okie dokie.
Ouch.
I'm so happy.
18 to hit,
Misses.
If you go down, I'm running.
and that's less than 18 to hit. So the other two like streak past you.
Ah!
Aha!
Is it like trying to control? I do my best to fight back from
You're
the
just like,
inside.
no, I don't wanna.
You missed the
And Corey's
ghost!
like, no, you want to hit him.
You can see me like my hand shaking as I try to control it, but can't.
You also have movement if you want to move her.
Oh.
She's like drag me into melee.
You know, I'm actually gonna drag her back out into the hallway.
Okay. You move back out into the hallway.
Bye, guys.
Where you
It's
going?
about...
You missed the ghost and
Let
you
me
leave.
see here.
Got 8 intelligence, so I'm good.
It's
So you're about 10 feet into the hall. Just leaving, I guess. Gabriel, it's your
Is
turn.
there another ghost left that's not?
Yes,
is
there's
here?
one ghost left. And it's in melee with him.
Shooting it.
Shoot me.
Meanwhile, I'm like, what are we supposed to do? Usually, she prevents that from happening.
Why does this always happen to me?
Why is it always the cleric?
I
Every time I play a cleric,
Every
you do
time!
this.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
Don't suck. Not bad. Not great. So that... I can't math.
Are your arrows magic?
My bow is magic.
The bow is magic. Does that make your attacks magic?
Yes.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would be a useless enchantment.
Fair enough.
12, by the way. You rolled 12.
Yeah. I rolled 12 plus 5.
17.
17. Yes.
Okay, that's the final number.
Yes.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, and then I'm...
Doesn't look so good.
Yeah, I guess I'll just stay where
It
I
looks
am.
like a ghost, but it doesn't look so good as a ghost either.
There's just like this floating chunk missing from it.
Pretty much. It's like kind of breaking apart in its etherealness, and it's getting kind of wispy in the shoulder.
Ghost arm just pinned to the wall.
Just glitching a little.
Glitching a little, just shaking.
Pixeline shaking.
Yeah.
Alright.
Stop walking into the desk!
So,
Tink, tink.
I'm gonna hit it.
The people of Skyrim will have
Wow,
justice.
I cannot roll for garbage today, huh?
I mean, because you trick on
So, that's 11.
To hit?
Yeah.
That hits.
Oh, yay!
Congrats.
That is 10 damage.
That's
Bludgeoning.
exactly what
magical.
you needed to kill it. So, he shoots an arrow through it, and it wavers, and you see an opening, and just rend it through, and it dissipates.
2 down.
So,
Yes.
what do we...
Can I still see them from the hallway?
It's
where
in
I got
her!
Walked to.
I mean-
Do I have to kill her?
Pretty far down.
It
the hallway.
depends. Well, she's 10 feet out the
Is
hallway.
it just like taking my
so
body for
if
a
she
ride?
was turned around, she could see them. But I assume she's walking away
Yeah,
from
she's
them.
walking away.
It's up to
So you can't see them.
So I'm just like shuffling down the hallway at my movement
You're just
speed.
like, no, I don't want to.
Am I full move and dashing?
Oh yeah.
So I'm as far away from them as I can get. Like I'm heading. am I
Yeah.
heading
Well, it's
for-
not your turn yet.
Okay. What's the
Third-
ghost stuff?
Well, I'm wondering if they were made to move.
Okay.
Like, he can move before your turn.
Okay.
So move up to the door and kind of peek around.
You see your friend walking away, and it looks like she's about to. Run
Oh
for
boy.
Oh no.
We got a $25 donation for 10 followers. I'm assuming Morgan is about to toss out another 3 donations.
it. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Can I
Yep.
spear her? Like-
Sure. Go for it. Roll athletics.
Oh yay! Look at that. Another
Full-on
low one.
charge.
Are you
Attack.
throwing? Are you throwing your body or a spear?
My body.
Okay, that's
Like
my
full on
thought.
spear arm
15.
charge.
15.
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
I need you to roll this die for me.
Okay.
Roll this die.
Ah!
Screen it for luck.
That did not work well.
Naomi's like, oh, thank God, in her head, and Corey's like, no, I don't want to. And you tackle her to the ground, pin her down.
Shadow says 10 bits, spear her with your body.
Oh, phrasing.
My turn yet?
Who wants about a massage?
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah.
The ghost is like, I just want
Blah,
to
blah,
feel
blah.
feelings again.
I just want to feel things.
That sounds like your problem.
I just have a lot of feelings. Now it's Corey's turn.
He doesn't even go here.
Excuse me, Mr. Fox.
Yes.
I believe I owe you some money.
I believe you do.
I have already donated $25 with my credit card.
I saw that.
And here is $75 in cash.
Have a
Wow.
coin pass it by, and I'll put it with my other stack of donates.
Split up that 75 between the 3 other teams. I donated 25 to your page.
Yep.
I'll allow that.
For the stream.
Yes.
For the kids!
For the
Do we have
For the
to tell them?
children.
Can I just roll a die?
Thank you, Morgan.
Well,
Before we
he
tell
has
them?
to roll, actually.
Oh, okay. You
Roll a
gotta roll.
charisma save.
Roll a
Out of me into them.
No.
Oh!
Not one.
Oh no! So just immediately he plows you into the ground. You're like, oh, a better vessel, and just up into Andrew.
Bitch, you're going ghost.
This
I'm
is
going
how
ghost.
we die.
So you're an Andrew now,
I
and
am.
it's Naomi's turn.
Not with a bang,
Is
but
my
with an
whole-
aw
did it-
shit.
Get
Did
rid
it
of that
drop or
dice.
did it drop or put away my holy symbol? Because it cast a spell with it, so I'm assuming I'm still
No,
holding
it's,
it.
you're still holding it.
Oh shit! I didn't know
My
that.
last use of channel divinity.
No.
Turn undead. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save,
Oh,
Corey.
I'm not good at this whole rolling thing. I'm not gonna scream at the dice. Fine.
Don't scream at the die. Oh, that's
Wow.
really good. It's 5.
Things were looking.
Yeah, it has to use its next turn to get 30 feet away from me
And
and
Andrew's
dash
body.
if it can.
In Andrew's
It doesn't say it pushes it out of the body.
Nope.
It's either,
Does
I
it?
think-
No.
It doesn't say
No, it
anything
says you
specific
have
about
to-
that.
Or the ghost is turned or
So unless
forced
it's
out by
anything
an
about
effect.
that.
Like
If it's turned,
dispel
this is turn
evil and
undead.
good.
Well, this is turn undead. So
Okay.
if it's turned, which it is now. So it's
It is-
forced
it
out
is-
when it's
It
turned.
is forced out.
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh, so I'm not an Andrew anymore.
No,
No,
you just
you
immediately
get
are
forced
ejected
out.
from his body by holy light.
man,
That's sad.
I didn't even
I
get
worked
to
so
punch
hard.
stuff.
That came out of
Cool
me.
spirit.
No, I wanted to snack some
So
stuff.
it like stays in you for a second. Naomi casts her spell, and you're just like, bleh.
You vomit up a ghost.
I wanted to spear some stuff with my body.
With my body, my ghost body. So Naomi went. Gabriel's your turn,
Alright.
and you just saw this hole.
Yeah,
Luckily, it's-
so the ghost is most definitely in melee with my friends.
Sure. It's like
I don't know
on
that
top
I would
of-
call it
It's
that.
like if
Abandoning
you
the
walked in
spirit,
at
a
this.
mistake.
If you walked
It
in at
was.
this moment and you didn't
You're
know
not
what
wrong.
had just happened, it would be really awkward because there's Naomi underneath Andrew, and there's just this ghost floating over
I'm
that
convinced there's
Basically,
something.
it went bleh, bleh.
way. Basically.
I'm convinced there's something strangely magical about my HP box on my character sheet because every time I roll on top of it, I get an 11 base roll every time.
That's
So
weird.
that's another 21.
Okay.
I'm trying it.
I'm trying it.
Can I borrow one of your sheets to roll on top?
9-9.
Sorry, I fell.
You helped.
You were too on the edge of your seat.
23 damage from my magical short bow.
Nice. It is still
No.
up.
Me bits.
Me bits.
You don't get any bits.
Me
No
ghost
bits for
me
you.
bits.
You bits thief.
My ephemeral
Andrew.
spiritual bits.
Can I stand up and hit it?
Yeah.
My bits.
All right, I'm gonna stand up and use commanding strike.
I hate when people use commanding strike on my bits.
I love commanding strike.
For
Alright,
you
boys
to
and
hit it.
girls.
See
Bye,
you.
Bye,
Cool.
Schlandrew.
It was good seeing you
So I
today.
use
Ghouls, actually.
Thank you for stopping by.
one of my attacks, and I use it. My
Have a very
bonus
wholesome
action
day.
for
You
to
Or
hit it.
what's left of it.
And he gets
Yeah.
But tomorrow.
6.
There's still tomorrow.
There is.
6 damage.
Much, Dan.
How much damage?
Wait.
Well, I mean D8. You're right. D8.
I do
The
the
bendy
extra
shirt?
D8?
Oh, the Oakley Dokley.
That's
skin, yes.
hilarious.
Oh gosh, and it's not your turn
Oh.
anymore, so you can sneak attack.
Yeah! This is gonna be dumb.
Al, your parents are signing off. They said good night and have fun, everyone.
Please hit.
My
Yeah.
Goodbye,
That's
you
a- That's a
two.
23 to hit. This
No.
would have been the ideal time to critical hit, and I'm a little sad that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's a good use of commanding strike.
Yeah.
That was
beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah, we talked
Should've
about this
stayed
earlier.
there.
Andrew was saying
Should've,
Sunshine
should've.
might be your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said Andrew and my daughter, who frequents there, would prefer to be a superhero. Or maybe a villain. I was saying maybe they'd use all of our funding to build exoskeletons for children with a fun deficiency.
There you go.
So they could become the next generation of superheroes.
Perfect.
Another 23 damage.
It is dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was
No,
more difficult
my
than I'd
bits.
like it to have been.
My bits. You just hear that echoing through the
Was
hallways.
whatever was in the chest worth it?
There are 20 swords in there. They haven't decayed over time. I'm assuming they're magic.
We're rich.
We might be very wealthy, yes.
Yeah. So, yes, it was. You two suffering was so much worth my coin purse getting bigger.
Our coin purses. Getting
Yeah, I
bigger.
didn't say yours wasn't gonna. I'm just focused on mine.
Fair.
Okay.
All right.
So where are we going now? Hopefully less ghosts.
There
So-
were other doors near the entrance.
You have the way you can loop back around, and from here, straight ahead. And if you go straight ahead, there's going to be another straight ahead and a right. Everything else has been explored.
Take the right so that we can explore the last unexplored dead end, then back to the entrance so we can go the other path
Right.
we didn't go down.
Last unexplored right.
That's
thing.
probably where everyone died.
Almost certainly. Or those were the people who died.
I'm sorry if I'm not explaining this well. You came out of there to your... You're facing down the hallway away from the
jail cells.
the ghosts.
Yeah.
Then to the right is the way back to the entrance.
Mhm.
There's the straight down the hall. It banks off to the left and right where you went before, where the pitfall trap is on the right. And then it goes straight down another hallway.
So the straightaway is where we haven't been before.
Right.
Okay, that's where we're going.
Okay.
That is a 23 to look for traps along the way.
You guys move ahead for quite a ways, actually. It's like 60 feet. You guys make your way down the hall. And at the last possible second, you just throw out your hands, look down, say, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Another one.
Another one.
Uh-oh.
Is it another, can I tell what type of trap it is? Is it another
It's
pitfall?
definitely a pitfall trap. Set up the same exact way.
We need as many of those as we can get, obviously.
I knew you guys would like those.
Now, is it a simple pitfall where essentially like enough weight will break it, or is there like a mechanism that cracks the floor when you step on it?
It doesn't look like it's that high tech. It looks like if you step on it, you're probably gonna fall.
It's kind of funny that pits are our downfall.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Can I see? I'm gonna look across the hall where I know the pit is and see if there's another area by chance where I'd be able to anchor a rope.
So, looking down this hallway, the pit is in the middle of a T section.
Yeah.
It goes straight and then it banks right, and it's right in the middle there. Because reasons.
I want to look down across and
You
or
look
crane
across,
around to the right.
and you look crane around to the right. Make an investigation check.
Is this like a 5 foot by 5 foot hallway?
Yes.
Okay, so it might actually be possible for us to like step around to the corner to the right, like if you're trying to like loop around that edge and then do it again. Yeah, exactly. It'd be difficult, but we could do it. It'd be easier than jumping.
That's why I'm trained in acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm looking for a place to anchor the rope, so we can have our less than stellar ally be tied up in case he falls.
Looks pointedly at Andrew.
Things hit me and I stand up.
I'm also not good at acrobatics. You're not alone.
So what'd you roll?
I rolled an 18.
18. Looking around, there's not a whole lot of anchorage around here.
Well, shit.
Not a lot of places you can anchor a rope unless you
Then
have
your
something.
pack has pittons in it.
I was just gonna say, unless you have pittons.
Alright, so do you want to go right or cross first?
It'd be faster to go right first, and then because like I'm saying, you don't need like a rope if you just like do a step
Yeah,
around.
but he might fall if he screws it up.
That's fair.
I got
That's
tiny
why
legs.
I want the rope.
Just screw it up pretty bad, but yeah.
He would have to screw it up really bad.
I'll tie the rope to him. We'll go right first, and then we can just come back out, go the other way, and then circle back to get.
Alright, I'm gonna try and slip across to the right.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll
What
acrobatics?
is this so I don't ruin the punches?
Nat 20.
Nice.
27.
Oh my god, if I need to look at a spell.
You basically become one with the wall and just around the corner.
He's a ghost!
I want to take out.
He's a ghost, stab him!
Right. I want to ruin my rope. I'm gonna tie a quick like slip
You
knot
know
kind
he's
of a thing,
not.
and then take out my hammer and one of my pittons and into the wall.
Okay.
The first I hit once and I pause. I want to see if that noise attracted anything I don't want being attracted to me.
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay, and I clink until it's in there.
Okay.
Test it.
The skittering of a million goblins.
Pretty good.
Right, and then I want to slip back to where my allies are.
Acrobatics again.
The goddamn pits.
That's good. 10.
Okay. Well, still slip around. It's
Okay.
not that hard.
Okay, guys, I got this.
Alright, tie the scent.
I totally
waist.
got this. Woo!
We tie it around
Yeah.
a couple times.
Okay, yep, good. Great,
There.
great.
Now,
Roll a Boy Scout check.
Always gotta check for how good your knot is.
Alright. I'll go around first. That way, if
11.
the worst happened, the pitten should come
Decent
out. I
knot.
can catch it and try and pull the rope back up.
okay.
Wouldn't get you a not tying badge, but it's
Alright.
pretty good.
So, acrobatics roll to try and walk around the...
Yes, acrobatics, please.
Dice gods, be with me. They're not. That's a 3. Total.
3 total. Great. Okay.
There she goes again.
I'm leaving.
You fall.
What? I trip
Does
over the
anyone want
rope.
to try
I'm
and
gonna try
catch
to
her?
grab her.
I trip
Okay.
over the rope. Just
Yes.
What is it?
Be strength.
12.
Strength?
Oh, it's actually it'd be Dex because you're trying to.
I'm
grab
dead.
her.
Well, that's not
Oh.
good. That's an 11.
Do you want to try and roll a Dex to save?
I can try and roll a dex
You can
save.
Try and
I
land.
have a +0 to this.
You can certainly try.
11.
Well, you rolled exactly the same, and that's kind of cool.
But
So I'm
not
gonna say
helpful.
We
you
could
grab
be the
her.
mighty 11.
Now you just have to roll
No.
the strength check to try and hang on to her.
Okie dokie. That is a. What is that? 16? No, that's a 6.
Yeah, because it would just be +4.
Yeah.
So it'd be a 10.
It's a 10. Yeah, you can drop
Well, I have would it be saving throw or
Nope.
Nope,
just
it's
a
just a
strength
check.
Okay, say a 10.
it. So you fall.
Sorry.
And thankfully for you, this is a smaller pit, and you take 2 damage.
Ow. I'll just climb
shouldn't
the
have had
rope
that
after
turkey.
he falls
All
too.
greasy.
Oh, Gracie.
I'm a greased up dwarf.
I will
Also,
slip
there's
over.
grease all over my gauntlets now.
I don't know
I
why.
will slip over to the right myself.
Okay, acrobatics.
That is a 22.
Momentum TV 1 says, "What's up, Andrew?"
Oh, hello. That is Joe.
Hi, Joe. Shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Anyway.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clary.
Anyway, you slip around.
Some
And you're over to the right?
Chianti.
I greased him
Yeah.
up.
He greased him up and he's gross. Nasty. Roll a perception check. Andrew, you can also roll a perception check.
Net 20, 25.
Nice.
I'm glad someone is. That's not bad, though. So perception is 15. That is a 20, not natural.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll with disadvantage because you're in the pit.
What's up there?
First roll was good. Second roll wasn't much worse, actually. 21.
Surprisingly, you all hear this. You can hear some shuffling coming from down the hall, the hallway you just slipped into,
The right.
the right one. You're hearing some skittering and scuttling coming down the hall.
If
you.
it's undead again, you're on your own.
120-foot dark vision. Do I see anything?
Not yet. You see a 4-way fork in the road, but nothing moving yet.
I already went right. Now I slip to like the next one.
The next one over, so
Yeah.
you're like straight across?
Yeah.
Okay.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
10.
You make it. Barely, but you make it.
Alright, I untie the rope,
Uh-huh.
throw it down the hole.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You can climb the rope if you like.
Yeah, I'll take my time to climb up. I'm assuming by the time I get up to the right side, they're gonna be like
Oh,
coming
yeah.
at me, but
There's something coming.
I'll take care of it.
So by the time you get up, you see these small figures rounding the corner because you still have your light bright on.
Yeah. I've been recasting it whenever
Your light
it starts
bright
to run
shield.
out.
And you see down the hallway about, I think it's 45-ish feet. There are 4 small, kind of dragon-like figures that look almost kind of like dogs a little bit.
Have I seen these before? I mean, I've been in adventure for
Probably.
6 levels, so
They're
I know what a
kobolds.
kobold is.
They're
Okay.
kobolds. And you see one that's actually hovering behind them with
Hovering.
wings.
Oh, goody.
Disgusting.
So there are 4 ones on the ground and 1 in the air. And the second they lock eyes with you guys, they're rushing at you.
Dirty rat lizards.
You can try to surprise them since they didn't know you would be down
I'm
here.
readying for burning hands as soon as they're within 15 feet.
Okay.
I was around the hallway corner.
Yeah.
And I launch a sneak attack.
Yeah, you can try.
Can I just
So,
bank around the corner?
is Naomi like, are they coming from here? Naomi's here.
They're coming like right at me.
You're in between
Give me a
her
second.
and them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I thought he was on the other side because he hadn't gone over the thing yet.
Yeah. So if the
Oh, yeah,
hole's
you
here,
didn't
it's
scoot around
me
yet. Yeah, okay.
So it's
and-
like bing, 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 kobold.
You guys are all split up.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
God.
split the hell out of this party.
You
I
did.
want to try and shoot the floaty one.
The floaty one. Okay.
Yeah.
Try and shoot the floaty one. Do
And
it.
Do I count as hidden?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And have advantage. Alright, so thanks God for advantage.
Yeah.
So it's 24 to hit.
That hits.
Next attack.
You're gonna,
Hell
That's
yeah!
you're
That's
gonna
awesome.
take him out.
He's dead.
24 damage.
You just you like peek around the corner, like, okay, do the Sherlock Holmes thing, like calculating and stuff.
Yeah.
Whip around, right through the eye,
We should have prepped Wilhelm.
smacks
screams for
back
this.
against the wall,
Next time.
and just slides down, dead. The other 4, look at that. Look at you guys, and run back down the hall.
Cowards!
Do you think they're the ones who set the traps?
Well, they're kobolds, so my guess is probably yes.
So following them would probably be the worst choice.
That's why
Or the most fun choice.
Oh, I could have done that for you.
Sound effects.
Most people use the Wilhelm scream. I'm going to use the Howie scream.
All right, you're the one who checks for traps.
Sorry.
You
I have
first.
to try to scuttle along.
Yeah, you have to roll acrobatics, please.
Yeah.
Tie the rope around me again.
Nothing at the moment because
Some
they're running like little
kobolds
bitches.
came around and he immediately
12.
annihilated one, and they went.
You make it.
This
Yes.
shit, we're out.
The grease worked.
The grease definitely worked. Andrew's character just
I'm gonna try and get
around the
across.
corner.
I'm gonna get across as well.
Sorry, what was that
is
effect?
a little revolting.
I got Urkaburdix, a brain 18.
Yeah.
And can I
You also squelch around the corner.
can I recover my arrow from the kobold's face meats?
Yeah, go for it. It was a very clean shot. Face meats.
All right. So
You
then
have to like pop it the rest of
Yeah.
the way through because it
Yeah.
went so deep
Yeah,
into
just
his
like-
skull.
kind of clean out the fletching of it. So I fired what 2 at the ghosts.
Yes.
All right, and I never got those, so I'm down to 18.
All right. Did you get your arrow?
Well,
Yes.
Didn't have to use my spell.
I'm gonna go over and take my hand axe. I'm gonna chop off its head.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on top of my hammer.
Okay.
So I can talk to him.
Why do you do this every time?
Every time.
Intimidation tactics.
Is it like the head of your hammer and like a spike on the top?
Yeah, it's
Just
put
for
it on
heads.
there for the heads.
It's the best hammer
this is
ever.
Hammerhead.
It's a shark on it.
Hashtag shark.
Hashtag shark face.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
I just want to say I'm going home, so good night.
You're not allowed to leave. You
Sarah.
live here.
Good night.
I'll see most of you tomorrow.
Have fun with those
Yeah,
second game.
I'll be over first thing in the morning, pretty much.
I have to work all day. Come on.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, righty then.
Crazy.
Oh, right.
I will do the trap and certain things.
Okay. So, are you guys moving towards the kobolds?
Yes.
Yes.
So you're moving up towards what looks like a 4-way intersection. You can go back. You can go back the way you went. You can go to the left. You can go to the right, or you can go straight. But you can't go straight because as you get closer at the intersection, there's just this big wall of strange gelatinous material with all kinds of these strange objects floating in it.
It'll be fine.
I rolled a 29 to find trap.
You find traps on the left and right hallways. So there's straight towards the goo,
And
left into a trap or right into a
so
trap.
left trap, right trap, and straight.
Momentum,
Definitely
thank you for
not
the
a
host.
gelatinous cube.
Definitely not a gelatinous cube.
I
For
vote.
sure.
I vote go left.
We could try burning it out of the hallway.
All right.
It's gonna slowly block us in otherwise.
Fair.
It is ever so slowly moving
All right.
in your direction.
I
we
get
lure
out
it-
of the cleric's way.
Can we lure it back to the hole?
Burning hands.
Burning hands.
Very, very slowly.
Very, very slowly.
Short rest.
And then grease around it.
So it has to make a dex save.
A dex save? Okay. Hold on, I gotta get my... Basically the noise it makes. Thank you, Proxy.
Not bad damage, actually. Their dex is probably their worst stat.
Aha! Found it.
It's a cube of goo. Probably.
Gelatinous cube.
It is not.
Oh, wow.
Charisma is the worst.
That seems appropriate.
It's smarter than it's charismatic?
Yes.
It doesn't have a brain!
You have to check the nutritional
Actually,
facts
it's
on your Jello.
equally stupid and charismatic.
Okay.
This has 1 in each. So that's a 9.
So that fails.
Yes.
It takes 14 fire damage.
It looks singed. Still slowly making
Yeah,
its way
they're
towards you.
not weak. But they also move slow. So I had to get within 15 feet to do that. Do we need to roll initiative then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Same. Wow. Yeah.
Ooh. What? Did you both get the same?
No, I got lower.
Oh,
What'd you
okay.
get?
1.
You're not going last.
How?
You rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1 with a +0 to initiative, so a 1.
Yeah, well, it rolled a 0, or it rolled a 1 with a -4 to issue.
That's awesome.
Andrew?
I got a 10.
22.
Figured.
Good job, Cube.
I win at D&D.
I win at
At least an initiative.
I win at initiative.
Shoot
Every
her!
time.
Hey, that kobold shot was pretty fucking awesome.
1, 1, and
Okay, Gabriel, guess what?
I'm going first?
The cube is going first. No, you're going first.
Oh,
This is
This
I'm-
is Bizarro initiative,
It
everyone.
casts haste on itself and just through the hall.
Oh
I mean,
Over time.
Screw you and your legendary gelatinous cube.
Can you imagine just like being in the tunnel and just hear
It comes to the doorway and you just hear,
Like a bus.
it's just getting louder and louder. Right past you. You're just a skeleton after it goes by.
okay.
Anyways, I got my beautiful Cloak of Elvenkind that lets me blend into my surroundings. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to kind of put myself up against the wall and try and hide.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold my action for ally to be in the melee.
Okay.
For the record,
Stealth.
melee. I hate when people run the other way. It drives me nuts. I don't know why, it just does. So my stealth check, because I have advantage, is a 20, not natural.
It doesn't appear to notice you.
Alright.
But it would be hard to tell if it did.
Sun Sorcerer says 9 do the good rolls tonight.
I do the good rolls tonight.
Liar.
You so right, girl.
Alright.
Andrew, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run up and hit it with my hammer.
You do it.
Okay, I get my shot then.
Yes.
Yes.
Do I
We
count
suck.
it hidden?
Gabriel's
Yes,
the
you do count
MVP
as
because
hidden.
we keep rolling like 4s and lower.
Alright, so that is a 26 to hit.
Just making sure. Oh, okay. It's not a million. Anyway, 26 to hit?
Yes.
Well, yeah. How much did you roll to hit?
10.
That hits.
Luckily, it's a big cube of goo.
It's a very large cube of goo. It's hard to miss.
That's a 1, so that's 6 damage.
You're doing real good.
I
You guys are
am.
doing so good tonight.
There's only one person here doing
Wait,
good
is that
tonight.
is that
I
the
was
hammer
so
with the
worried that
kobold
this
head
was
on
gonna
it?
last 2 hours, and now I'm not worried at all.
So like he's hitting it with the hammer that has the kobold head on the end. So that kobold head is like coming off in the goo.
It comes off, and you just hear as the like goo starts to eat away at it.
Oh no!
18 damage.
18 damage.
Yes.
Done. That's better.
Pierces the gelatinous cube, and you see the whole thing like wiggle like jello,
Just here.
and you see your arrow just dissolve into this liquid.
Note to self, get magic arrows.
22 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Yay. And that is 12 damage. Bludgeoning.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I have an ally in melee range now, so I can't afford to AoE it to death. So I'm going to Scorching Ray all 3 rays at the cube.
All right, do it up.
Stay.
So you're rolling to attack, though, right?
Yeah, it's a roll
Okay.
to attack. Give me a second to grab this.
Either way, you're probably gonna hit.
Burn it with your
It
face.
ain't dodging nowhere.
It's 3 rays at 2d6.
I rolled a
Yeah.
10.
Unless you literally aim it at yourself.
13 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, good damage so far.
Yeah, it is.
Max damage, 12 damage on the first ray.
Ballin'.
All fire damage. That's 18 to hit.
18 to hit, yeah.
5.
You would have to roll a 1 to miss this, though.
8 damage.
8 damage, okay.
And that's 20 not natural to hit. 4 damage.
Okay.
Don't rule out rolling a 1 to not hit.
Yeah, seriously.
You just
Accurate.
went down by multiples of 4. You just went 12, 8, 4.
Pretty impressive.
It was really weird, actually.
Okay. Well, now it is Cube's turn.
Uh-oh.
You're the only one in melee with it.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
So it's gonna whip out a pseudopod at you.
It's not a real pod, it's a pseudopod.
Exactly.
It's not a pea pop.
So that's 18 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Get my shield up.
And
It's like flailing at you with an acid tentacle, and you're like, whatever.
yeah, actually, it only gets one attack because it's so slow,
Ha
and it didn't.
And that's
I didn't
exactly
get to
what
use
I
its other
say.
thing, so
As it hits
it didn't
me.
happen.
I
Make a roll.
can try to move, but
Well, it can try to engulf you. So, it does try to move into your space. You can roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yay!
Holy
wow,
shit!
that's amazing.
Nice! You just immediately nope on out of there and just jump back 5 feet as it comes into your square
I'm on
and
the
stays
notebook.
there.
Based on your track record, I thought that was how you're going to lose your beards. But
Honestly.
hey, D&D guys like dwarves can't lose beards.
Yeah, really. All right.
Now it's Gabriel's turn.
Okay. I'm going to kind of like I'm already I have my back to the wall and like in my same square kind of other wall and try and hide.
Okay.
This is
You
bonus
can
action. It's a cube.
You can roll with disadvantage because it's just in the same hall.
Well, I already have advantage, so it'll be a flat roll.
Okay, so we'll do flat roll.
All right, so that's a 19.
Okay.
Tube is unaware.
In my head.
You're considered hidden.
Okay.
You can't tell if it notices or not.
You can continue yourself hidden.
Alright. I don't know why I rolled twice, but the first roll was 15.
Sneak attack?
plus.
Doesn't have eyes.
You're right.
Yeah. Brain is.
Has
Oh, yeah,
blind
advantage because it's
sense.
hidden. That's what I rolled
Blind
twice.
sight.
Math in my brain. 22 to hit.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to switch to cantrips for a while.
It's
'cause I'm running low on
AC6,
spells.
so-
That's not a great.
Trying to save what I got.
Watch,
for
it's
the
not
bonus
great,
die.
you're gonna off it.
17 damage.
Yeah, you're gonna off it.
Jiggle, 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 dissolve.
Goodbye.
So you see your friend just briefly come out of the shadows, just to fade back into the shadows on the other side of the wall. You see an arrow shoot out from the darkness into this huge gelatinous cube, and it wiggles again and tries to hold its cohesion and then just...
Oh,
You
it's
think
all over
the
my
darkness
boots.
is your
It
ally.
is. All over your boots.
But you only adopted the dark. I was
I was
born in it. Molded by it. By the time I was alive, I was already a man.
We get it, you're a dark elf.
Shut up! Did that quick enough where I can salvage
You
my
think
arrow?
you're friends with the gelatinous mass? I was born in it.
Highs or lows?
Suffocated by it.
Evens or odds?
Dissolved by
No.
By the time I had a physical body, I was already a man.
By the time I knew solid food, I was already a man.
Okay.
Anyway, no, your arrows, Bupkis.
Well, shit.
That takes care of a potential future threat.
So, now your options are left toward a trap, right towards a trap, or straight.
I think we earned that straight ahead.
I agree.
All right, I guess I'll do my trapping, searching thingin'.
Do it up.
There's one less Q-shaped monster.
That's
in the
not great.
It's not great.
12. I rolled a 2.
Well, luckily, you moved all the way up to the door without incident.
Yes. Luckily, I have a plus 10 to these rolls, so even the 2 was like, hey, look, you found it. All right.
Sometimes.
And there's a door, you said?
There is.
I now inspect the door.
Okay.
17.
It is neither locked nor trapped.
I want to stealthily open it.
Okay. Roll stealth.
With advantage. That's a 26.
Okay. You peek in, look around, and it's a fairly large room, and the first thing that catches your eye is there's a small smoldering fire in the middle of the room. The rest of it looks fairly empty. It looks like maybe someone had been sleeping here, and you think maybe it was the kobolds, maybe it was adventurers. Who knows?
There's the smoldering remains of a fire, and it looks like someone was camped out here.
You also
like-
see something moving in the corner.
There's something moving in the corner.
To have a flavor, I picked up the kobold skull,
Yeah.
and I have it as a puppet now.
With my 120 feet of dark vision, what is in the corner?
It looks like black ooze.
I close the door. It was most definitely the adventurers. They're gone now.
They're
Okay.
dead now.
Should we search?
Billy's
for-
dead.
No.
Close this door. Time to leave now.
And you do see the skeletons of probably the adventurers.
Was there another door in that room, or was it a dead end?
There was no other door.
Shouldn't we clear out whatever took care of them?
No.
No.
Okay.
Is there? Can I use my thieves tool to like jam the lock on this door so it doesn't open.
You can roll with proficiency, yeah.
So the freaking wheel have to melt its way through a door to get to anyone else.
Yeah, that's a 21.
Okay. Yeah, you pretty much jam the hell out of this lock. Like, it's not getting moved unless it gets removed.
Don't open ooze inside.
Shadow says 10 bits. We said to slay the dragon, not lay the dragon.
Have you met the internet?
This is how you get Dragonborn.
Alright, so left or right?
Left.
Yeah.
Left, left,
What do you think,
right,
Skelly?
Left.
Left. All right.
So left from the original or left where you're coming out?
Left from the original angle, so right from me.
Okay.
Righty tighty.
So, you know that there's a trap here.
Yes.
You must roll to disarm it unless you want to just trigger it.
I didn't even
Tell the
roll.
player goes no trap and let
Just
her go ahead.
fell. Still,
Still counts.
still a 16.
Roll it!
Roll it.
Roll it!
Okay. It's the same thing.
Good enough. I just
16.
wanted it to be confirmed by the almighty Gygax.
I don't trust your dice.
I rolled a 6. I'm not rolling great. I have high modifiers.
I don't trust your
It's
dice.
true, he has like a plus 10 to this.
I
So,
don't
it's
trust
not a very well concealed trap. There are just these huge holes in the floor. And you look
Amateurs.
down and you can see, like, cone-shaped metal in each of them. Like, classic spike trap.
They are really bad at this.
They are. They're kobolds.
Alright.
him.
Or was
Be
it
racist.
the oozes?
I...
It's not racist if it's accurate.
So did that
Racist.
16 disarm it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, okay, as long as we don't walk right in the middle of it, we'll be fine. We just have to walk around the edge of it.
Just don't be stupid and step over it. You'll be fine.
And don't
Got
step
it.
into the holes, obviously.
Yeah, don't step into the hole.
So yeah, we just kind of gingerly walk through.
Andrew.
What?
Bet you wish you had that.
Morrigan Goblin
Now.
Bane!
It's
Step
so
in the
basi-
holes.
Basically,
Okay.
it's easy enough to just sort of circle the outer edge of it and not fall in.
It's literally just a line. If you step over it, you're fine.
Okay, so you guys step over it, move on down the hall without incident, and come to a door.
I will examine it.
It is slightly ajar, and you can hear some chattering inside.
Do I understand the
Sounds-
language?
Do you know Drahonic?
No.
Then no.
Something's talking.
Something is talking all lizardy-like.
I'm pretty sure we found the kobolds.
Well, might as well take care of the issue.
You can hear a lot of shuffling and what sounds like moving around and packing things up.
They're getting ready to run.
Skelly.
Should we just...
I need more friends.
Well, no time for an ambush. I just kind of step out of the way, and look at Morrig and go.
After you.
All right, I'm gonna stealth in. at disadvantage.
Stealth in?
There's no time for an ambush, dwarf.
That's a
Wait.
9.
His int is not high.
They all whip towards the door.
If there's a psychiatrist
And I have
watching,
Skelly.
As you like are walking,
I need
I'm
one.
just like, oh